Guys, what's up? So I recently had a coaching call with a friend of mine who is launching a challenge funnel. Now, if you've never heard of a challenge funnel, it's a way to incorporate a challenge into your business. I'm sure you've seen this. Join our 7-day weight loss challenge. Join our 10-day get your abs challenge. Whatever it is, you guys, you've seen challenges for it. There are challenges for all different industries, but the reason is they work so well because they accelerate people's success. People get quick wins, and it's an awesome way to get people into your value ladder. So if you have a lower ticket challenge, maybe you have a $19 challenge or $37 challenge or a $97 challenge, something in that lower ticket under $100 range, and then you have a higher product that is like, okay, you love the challenge, you got some amazing results, you want to go further, join our big program. So recently we did a challenge and it was crazy successful. We're going to be doing a lot more of these challenges because it was awesome to see the results that people got. And they were blown away that they paid a very small price to join the challenge and got crazy value in those 7 days. We did a 7-day challenge. I've seen people do up to 30 days. I've seen people do as short as 3 to 5 days. It's really up to you, but if you're thinking about doing a challenge, I definitely recommend planning out every single day, at least the topics you're going to cover every single day, and making sure it's a good flow where people, when they join the challenge, they get a lot of results and they're going to be telling their friends about it. So my friend Ray, he's going to be running a 5-day challenge coming up. So this is a coaching call I was going over with him how to set up his challenge funnel. So we use Clickfunnels to build websites, and Ray is brand new to Clickfunnels. So in this video, I actually walk him through kind of like a brief, just high-level overview of how to use Clickfunnels, as well as some tips I learned from running our own challenge. So if you're brand new to Clickfunnels, you want to do a challenge funnel, I actually have a share link below you can click to import this into your Clickfunnels account. If you don't have Clickfunnels yet and you want to join, you can actually click that link and join right that link, get a 14-day trial, build your challenge funnel, and launch your challenge. Now, we ran our challenge all through a Facebook group, and so when people joined the challenge, they went into a Facebook group. So the only thing we were paying for really was advertising the challenge and then Clickfunnels, and this challenge was very, very profitable. You're going to see in the video, I show some of the stats behind our first challenge, and I do believe that it's only going to go up from here because this first challenge was really just a tester. I only spent a pretty small amount relatively on Facebook ads, and the results were pretty amazing. So stick around for that. And if you're new to ClickFunnels, this is a great video to watch. If you are a little more advanced, you might want to put it on 2x speed and just get some of those challenge tips that I drop in there. Sprinkle some challenge tips that I learned. I hope you enjoy it. If you're doing a challenge, comment below. Let me know if you've done a challenge, how it was. If you plan on doing a challenge, what your idea is. I would love to hear from you guys. And enjoy the video. Basically, you got the intro page. That's where you collect the email. You kind of want to create some curiosity on that page. You got the sales page, which is kind of like a copy of that first page. You have the upsell, the thank you page, and then he has an application, which you can probably just delete that one. You can just hit the X next to it. You won't need that. You can always create pages later on, but so you got all your steps here. To edit each one, you just click on the step and then you click edit page. If you need to edit any of this stuff, like the URL and things like that, you do that in this publishing tab here.
Okay.
So I like to do that, like, change the, this would be a 5-day, I forget, I don't know what you're going to call it, but like something challenge, right?
Yeah. Something career tech jump challenge. I don't know.
Yeah. Make the jump challenge or something like that, so this one could be like, usually I make this one pretty simple because this will be our like main URL where it's just like makethejump.com/challenge, Once you finish updating this, you just have to click that to save
so
it.
Is that a subdomain over the free top domain there? Okay.
Yeah, so
it
this
is.
is like your free one that comes with ClickFunnels, but I
Yeah.
do recommend getting a real domain, like you can actually buy them right here through ClickFunnels, which is really easy. They're $20, so a little bit more, but you just like click a few buttons and then you can associate it with this funnel.
Cool.
So once you come up with your challenge name, I would come up with like a funnel like a website URL that's specific for that, like 5-day make the jump, or like makethejump.challenge.com, or like
Yeah.
makethetechjump.com, something that's like catchy and people kind of like catches their attention.
Yeah.
Because on ads and things like that, it just makes it look more professional than like
Yeah.
ClickFunnels. Okay, so when you do that, then what you're gonna do over the next few days is go into each page and just edit the content. So you click edit, and then anything you do here, you just have to make sure you click save when you're done.
Okay.
So I click save every few minutes just to like be sure, you know?
Okay.
And then if you ever need to go back, you click back and that'll come back to like this main screen, you know? So you edit the page, save it, come back, then you come down to this one, edit the page, save it, come back. But I would just go one page at a time. And he already has the content in here, you know, so you can just change stuff. So what I do is I just change the language, I change the font, you know, and how ClickFunnels works, like an easy way I had it kind of explained to me is, see these things up top, you have sections, rows, columns, and elements. It kind of goes from big to small, right? So sections are like green. You can see right here, this green section,
Okay.
the widest. And Pedro is kind of funny. The way he builds funnels is very fast. But like literally his whole funnel is one huge section.
One section. Yeah.
So like I like to do personally smaller sections, because the cool thing is you can actually save sections. So like say you have like a big old testimonial section,
Yeah.
you could save it and call it testimonials. And then anytime you're building a funnel, you can just drop in that section, you know?
Yeah.
So sections, and then in from there it goes to rows. This is the blue one. And rows, if you want to add any of these, again, Pedro builds everything super long. But if you want to add one, you just hit like the color you want. So blue is rows. Oh my gosh, it's really hard to hit this one. But you can see you can do a 1-column row, 2-column, 3-column.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So if you want like 3 photos, it'd be a 3-column row. Pedro builds everything kind of for mobile, so it's all going to be 1 column, you know? So on mobile, it's going to look the same, which is a really easy and quick way to build stuff. And then lastly is orange, which is elements. And that is like the stuff, like the, so if I click the orange button, this is mostly what you'll probably be doing, is adding stuff, like a photo, a video, headline, you know, bullet list. They have tons of stuff in here. You could add a countdown timer. If your challenge starts on, a certain date, you can come in here, click the little gear icon, you can change the date, and it'll actually count down to that date. So really cool stuff you can add. And then basically to change stuff, you kind of just saw how I just did it. You hover over that section and you hit the little gear icon. And so if I wanted to change this photo, you hit that gear icon, and right here is the photo. You click this, and this is kind of like your library. So you can upload photos here, from wherever, desktop, and then click on them, and they'll just replace his photo. So I just did that with Pedro's when I made my challenge. I just went through, click on it, edit, replace it, and then, save it.
Cool.
And then a lot of times what I do is I use this duplicate button a lot. So like if I want another headline, I'll duplicate this, and then I'll just like drag it to where I want it. So if I want it down here, you can see the little orange lines, see that orange line right there? So say I want it like right above this button, I just drag it right there and go like that. So that makes it really easy to like just duplicate stuff. As far as like colors go, there is like up here in the settings, there's this like
universal
general setting.
Okay.
Right now, hold on. Settings, typography. You can change like the whole content and headline font for the whole funnel. Sometimes it works. This is one thing about ClickFunnels is a little bit glitchy. Like if I change the headline font, like he has this kind of like blocky one. If I change to oxygen, like sometimes it doesn't work, which I've noticed. So if you want to change the font manually, you just go in kind of like this and change it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then he has this bold color as orange. So if you want to do like a different bold color, you can just click here, change it, to whatever color fits your brand.
Yeah.
Let's see. Besides that, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's all pretty simple. This is an image up here, so you could make one that says like, your challenge funnel. If you want to change the background color, that'd be like this one here. You could change the background color to yellow, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I like keeping it pretty calm usually, but it depends on the brand, and the person you're targeting.
Yeah.
Videos, kind of same thing as photos. You can click on them. You can embed a Vimeo, YouTube video. Like you just put the URL in there right
Okay.
here, and then it'll automatically go in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I for Pedro's funnel, I literally just went through and replaced, like when I did my challenge, I replaced all his stuff pretty much. I used some of his language, like discover why, academics
Right.
are raving about the tech industry,
Yeah.
and then anything that's like you don't want, you can just go here and click delete. See this
Yeah.
little trash icon? You can click trash, just delete it like that. So you can delete stuff. Um, you can also hide stuff if you're like, oh, I really kind of like how this looks. You can also, in this little element section,
Mhm.
actually in all the sections, you can click this manage button and it pops up this little guy, and you can literally go hide stuff. If you like want to save it for later or something, you can just hide it.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes I do that to be like less like non-destructive, so to say.
Yeah.
So if Pedro has something cool, you're like, oh, I want to use something like that.
Yeah.
Like this, like, oh, I like how this bullet point thing looks, but I don't want to fill it out right now. You could just hide it.
Does this get saved as a template, or when I create it, it actually edits everything? Or
Let me think. So when you're doing this, like, if I change this, I do sales technique, right?
Mhm.
When I do that, as long as you hit save, it's saving it. It's not like you're making your own funnel now.
Okay. Okay.
So one thing you can do too is you can click preview and see kind of what things are looking like without all the, like make sure all the photos are working, things like that.
Okay.
But this is a really simple format where it looks good, on mobile too. Oops, I'm grabbing the wrong one, but whoops, I don't know what I did.
Yep.
If you drag this in, it looks good on mobile. See
Yeah.
that? Like that's the benefit of that one column design. It's a little, it's not super fancy, but you don't need to be fancy. And Pedro's funnel is super long.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you have to go this long. Just delete like half this stuff.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. Have a hook right up top here. It catches people's attention. Maybe a video if you guys want to do a video, and then a little like time sensitive that we're starting soon. Drop your name here to get more info. Personally, on Pedro's funnel, you can see he doesn't say that this is like this challenge costs money yet at any
Mhm.
point.
Mhm.
I don't think he says it. Well, he might say it down here, like if you keep going. But the goal of this front page is just really just collect emails.
Yeah.
Um, so let me go back up to the top. Oh wait, I'm on the preview page. If I go back, the second page is the order form, and you'll notice this when you get to Pedro's. It's literally like a duplicate almost. Like there's a lot of similar things. So what I recommend doing after you finish kind of dialing in the front page, save it as a template. I would save like the section, or like you see this little save button.
Yes.
You can save the blue or the green, like the rows or the columns. So if you're like, I just want to save this whole thing, just save it as like um, landing page challenge, and then I like to put the date on there. I won't save that, but then when you go create your second page, you can just when you go to add something, so like say you go to add a section, you could click on my rows right here, and it would have it saved there. That'll save you a bunch of time. Instead of having to remake everything, you can click on this little saved section and have already saved stuff. So whether it's like
Okay.
testimonials or whatever. And so let's see, is this the second page? I forget
Yeah.
what page. Is this the front page or this is the second page?
This is, you clicked on the order page, but this doesn't look like an order page.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
here it is.
yeah, yeah, it
Here's the
is
order
on the
form. Okay,
bottom.
so the order form's right here. So he stacked the bonuses up top. Again, I would probably make it shorter, like make the order form a little higher towards the top. But it's like, all this for $19, and here's the order form. I would take out this thing about PayPal. I didn't have any issues with Stripe on my funnel,
Mhm.
so you should be okay with that. I click back. We didn't change anything, so I'm just gonna leave. But usually you want to save stuff. Um, on the cart page, you'll want to add products too. Right here, this is like where you add the actual product, like $19 thing.
Okay.
So you go in here, you click add product. This is where it asks you all this stuff like, what is it? It's the 5-day challenge, billing integration. You'll have to set this up. So
Okay.
I recommend Stripe, unless you already have something set up like Braintree or whatever. But Stripe integrates with Square or with ClickFunnels really well. And
Okay.
so you'll see Stripe on here. Just click Stripe. You set the amount for like, whatever it is, 1977. Oops. It's not letting me do it right now, but. And then this is cool. The price display on the form, you can actually have it say whatever, So you could say like, oops, what am I doing? Oh, I'm using your calculator. So you could say like 1977 divided by 5. It's only $3 a day, really,
Mhm. Oh, okay.
So you could sometimes for higher price stuff, I do that like 1977, or I mean, I honestly just do $19. Just like, you can kind of lean into it. Less than a coffee a day, less than the
Yeah.
price of, yeah, like, so you can kind of have fun with the price display because that's what they see on there. Or
Okay.
you can say $19 with 30-day money back guarantee, like,
Hmm.
or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, you'll figure all this out once you connect Stripe, you'll be good. And then the
What's this?
fulfillment email.
What's this? Product B, the bump on the order. What's a bump?
Yeah, bump is like it's like an upsell, but it's on the order form. So as soon as they put in their information, it pops up like it's a little checkbox.
Oh, I see.
Like, oh, do you want to upgrade your? I personally wouldn't do this
Okay.
for your thing unless you have a really easy bump that they can get. Like, um,
You want the second one for
yeah,
50% off? Yeah, something.
yeah, or something like that. But that you would add that as a second product. So you do this $19 product, and then you add a second product, like called like you know upgrade to 10 days or whatever it's going to be, and then that
Right.
one would be the bump. But the bumps kind of look a little spammy. They like flash and like there's like a checkbox. So I
Okay.
usually don't do them. I usually just do a whole nother upsell page like this page here. Email, you can set up like it when they sign up, they get an email like, hey, here's the link to join the group. But I also put that link on the thank you page. So I'm just gonna click out of this because this product is fake. Let's see, the upsell. Upsell is think of an upsell you can do. And the cool thing with the upsell is ClickFunnels has like one-click upsells.
Hmm.
So they've already put their credit card information at this point.
Hmm.
So literally if they click this button, it'll charge them again for the upsell.
Hmm.
If they click this button, it won't. So it's a really easy way to just add a little upsell in there. And then lastly, you have the thank you page. This is where you're going to want to have the instructions. Like, make sure you join the Facebook group. Make sure you, like, I had people join my challenge who, like, clicked off when they got to the upsell and they didn't get to the thank you page.
Hmm.
So have some sort of email set up on this step. So, like, when they opt in, they're getting an email of some sort.
Right.
So
That repeats what
just
it
like,
says on the
yeah,
thank you
repetitive,
page.
like, just make sure they get in the Facebook group. But that's pretty much what he has on this page, too. Does that all make sense? Kind of good ClickFunnels.
Yeah, no, that was awesome.
Cool. Sweet. I think that's pretty much the essentials. There's other, things. ClickFunnels has really good support. This will get help button.
Uh-huh.
They're pretty fast at like during business hours at responding, and they're really helpful. And ClickFunnels has tutorials for like everything. So if you get stuck on something, just Google it, like how to X ClickFunnels, and they'll have like a video walking you through how to do it usually. I'm trying to think any other funky things. If you when you're running Facebook ads, this is where you put your Facebook pixel code.
Okay.
Um, for Stripe to get that set up, it's probably going to be up here in integrations or no payment gateways probably. So once you have Stripe set up, it's free. You can set up an account. I actually did that for a friend the other night. It took us like 10 minutes. Free account. You can connect it here, so that way when payments come in on ClickFunnels, they go to Stripe and then they go to your account. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The other thing that I do see people forget to edit is the SEO. So like it's not hugely important, but like you don't want it to say 100x on the tab up here. Like
Yes.
so that is in the settings under SEO right here. So you can change the title of the page, you know, like 5-day challenge or whatever you're gonna call it. Make the jump. I like that.
Yeah.
And then change the description and stuff here. And I think you can just click out of this. I think it saves it. You just have to click save afterwards.
Cool. That's a good tip.
I like to turn this off. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can also, did you see that right there in general? You can save this whole page as a template.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool because when you go in, remember when you had all those hundreds of template options, you could just
Yes.
like my templates and like have your template that you use. So
Okay. That
yeah.
makes it easier if you want to do uh, the next one.
Yep. You can click mobile to make sure it looks good on mobile. Sometimes the text is huge on mobile, so you can click here and like change the mobile size right here. So I can be like, oh, mobile size, I only really want it to be like 23, you know? Just so it's not like crazy on mobile. But yeah, it's really like Pedro is a big fan of just get it done. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it works, as long as when someone puts their email in, it goes somewhere. You know, I guess I should show you that really quick. So do you have the full ClickFunnels plan or like?
I do. I got the full one.
Nice. Okay, so you'll have Actionetics. So I can actually help you with this right now. Access Actionetics. Actually, I won't skip this because you could probably watch this and get some value out of it. But basically, you're going to want to create a list on there, an email list. And then when someone opts in on this page, you can see this automation tab right here. You can add an action and say, you know, when they opt in, this is just the name for you to remember. You're going to, everyone who opts in, add them to a list, and it'll be this list. Like you'll make a list on Actionetics, and it'll show up here like opt-in list. Because you'll get a bunch of people who opt in who don't buy, you know?
Yes.
Those are still valuable contacts. You know, you can still do follow up with them. And Actionetics, you can do a lot of cool stuff with where like, you know, you could set an email to go out to every like.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. So you don't need to like pull it out into like a Gmail thing and then you could do it right from.
Yeah, so Actionetics will do all that for you pretty much like sending the emails, which is really
That's pretty cool.
So I guess how I set this up is let me share my screen. I'll show you my challenge.
Yeah, stop share.
Give up remote control. Let's see here. Okay. Can you see my screen here?
Yes.
Okay, let's see here. The Rainmaker Challenge. Okay, so I have like all these pages, but you see the same basic pages. And then I created actually my upsell was lifetime access to the 7 days of videos. Because what I was training on was a little more technical. So I had this extended access page where literally just I would upload the replays. And then I created some pages later on, like when I was ready to do my offer, like I created a cart page where they could actually go pay for that offer, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But in my automation tab, you'll see I have, when they opt in, they're going to be put on this list called Rainmaker Challenge opt-ins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I put, yeah, that one happens instantly. As soon as they put in their email, instantly. But then on this page, on the products page, on the automation, I say if they purchase, remove them from the opt-in list. And it also will add them to this other purchase list, which I think I have set up somewhere else. So that way, this opt-in list is only people who haven't purchased from me. So I can email that list over and over and be like, hey, make sure you go buy before we're starting. 2 days left, 1 day left, you know, and
Cool. That's
try and
smart.
get them
Yeah.
to purchase. And then in the products tab, I think this is where my $27 challenge, right? In here, you can actually set up. So I have Stripe, one-time payment. Here's the email they get. Hey, thanks for signing up. Here's the link. And then this follow-up actions, this is where I have it add them to the challenge members list. So there's a new email list that like when during the challenge, I'm emailing this list like, hey, day one, we're going to be talking about this. Make sure you tune in live, you know?
Hmm.
And I do that all through Actionetics.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, super powerful when you have all these together. Backpack is for affiliates. You probably won't use that right now. So you could maybe downgrade your plan and just get these two. But if you have I know ClickFunnels does some deals. Sometimes we can get all three for, a deal or whatever. But it's really cool. I mean, if you really geek out about it, you can set up these follow-up funnels where like when someone opts into a list, they get like a funnel of emails, you know?
Yes.
So
Okay. Yeah.
like, let's see, I think I have mine set up under. So yeah, these are different action. It's a little confusing because like follow-up funnels and action funnels are the same thing. ClickFunnels kind of in the middle of rebranding, and actually broadcast and campaigns are the same thing.
Hmm.
You see how this one says legacy? This is like the old school ones.
Mm-hmm.
These are the new ones. But action funnels, you can see like I have like this one right here has 73 steps. So like when someone joins this list, they're going to get 73 emails over 134 days, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a drip sequence.
Yeah.
But like for like this one, I set this one up. Hey, if they opt in, they don't buy, send them this email. And I probably would add more to this. Like send them like an email every single day, giving them some tips and tricks and showing like, I know what I'm talking about. Join the challenge. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty powerful.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's I love ClickFunnels. You can do some crazy stuff in here. I just like learning the system. It's a little like, it takes a little bit of learning, but you can really automate some cool things in here. You know, you can do, I can send these emails from different email addresses. I set up in here. The broadcast feature too, like these follow funnels, like this is kind of the future of ClickFunnels. You can set up like not just emails, you can do like all different types of communication. So you can do like new broadcast. Look at all these. You can do like email, text, Facebook Messenger. It integrates with all these other third-party apps. And ClickFunnels also has like an upgrade where you can do like all these other things too. I think, yeah, these ones you have to upgrade to do, but yeah, pretty crazy.
Wow, I'm pretty impressed. This goes really deep. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's for sure. And the shared funnels thing is huge. You can see like I have like so many funnels
Uh-huh.
because I just get them from people all the time, like shared funnels. And then if you do another challenge, you could just duplicate your funnel. That's what I like about it too. You can have so many different things, like I have one funnel that sells wooden toys, and I have another funnel that sells Amazon consulting, and I have another funnel that sells Airbnb ebook, or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's fun when you have a lot of offers going on over time. You can just duplicate stuff, change the language, run some ads to it, and I mean, it's really easy to track stuff too. So when you start doing your challenge, like you can check out the stats here and really break down the numbers. So like you can see how many people are looking at this page. Like I'll show you this whole funnel here. Just so you can, this is a very profitable challenge. This doesn't even represent like the whole challenge. It was crazy. So I'm
Awesome.
all about
Yeah,
the challenge
congrats.
format
Yeah.
right now. Like
Yeah.
everyone should do it because it's a very cool way to like create community. But you can see I sent 2,000 people to this front page and only 15% opted in. But still, out of those 15%, you know, that's 200 people. Let's see. 143 people bought the challenge right there. And then the upsell, 28 people bought the upsell. So if you don't have an upsell, if I didn't have an upsell, I would have just left $2,700 on the table, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, have an upsell. It's just like a smaller percentage of people will do it. But if it's an irresistible upsell for your who, it definitely is potential. And then I created these ones down here on the same funnel. So this is like my full program after the fact. I put that all in the same funnel so I could kind of track the entire stats, like not just the challenge, but after the challenge. And a lot of these people are on payment plans too, which is crazy. So this number, it'll probably go up to 50 or 60 from just a 7-day challenge, which is just
Wow, it's crazy. That's
blows my mind, you know?
yeah.
So like I'm stoked about it and I want to pass on that challenge info to other people. So anyway, I can help you out with your challenge or marketing it. I definitely learned a lot in the process because this is the first challenge I did. Like it was 2 weeks ago we finished it. So
Yeah. My
yeah.
wife really enjoyed it, by the way.
Oh, your wife is in it. Yeah, that's right. I think I
Yeah.
have a meeting scheduled with her soon.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, take it, do it.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited to talk with her. It's been fun. Yeah. It's just so cool. I think like creating that, like I always used to work at summer camps in college. I feel like the challenge really creates that community.
Mhm.
And so use what Pedro teaches because like, you know, like that whole go live thing, like that really works to like create community,
Yeah.
especially when you define your who well enough, or when people get into the challenge group, they're like, oh my gosh, like I have a bunch of new best friends. Like these are all
Yeah.
people like me, you know?
People like
So
me.
really
Yeah.
define your who. So when you're running those Facebook ads, when you're designing all the language on your funnel, it's speaking right to this one person.